It's so awkward talking to this camera now, guys. I swear. But I'm here, so.
I'd risk it all. Are you down to be?
What's up, guys? It's Nia C. And how y'all doing? I know y'all seen the new intro. Comment below and tell me how you liked it. Just know I'm not gonna do what I did before, but I went on vacation. I went out of town. I came back, and I just have to make sure I'm in the right headspace before I get on the camera. But I'm here now, so the long-awaited video, I will be continuing on part 3 of my Footlocker series, and this part is going to be how I got hired in a week. Also, like, just tips to get in there quick, how I did, because a lot of people say that it's hard to get in Footlocker. They don't know how, like, people get in Footlocker because they be struggling trying to get in there. So I'm gonna let y'all know how I literally got the interview and hired within a week, like all within a week span. So, and this is during COVID. This was last year, but like right before the new year started in like November, December. So the first thing I did was I called up there, of course. So of course, like, I was going to apply at another mall further from me, but I actually applied at the mall closer to me. So the first thing you want to do is call up there and ask them, are you hiring? Because if they're not hiring, I mean, you could still put in an application, but it might be a long time before they call you back and actually like want you to come in. So just make sure they're looking for people, because if you really want the job, it'll get you in quicker if they're actually looking for people. So I called up there and I asked to speak to the manager or whatever, and I was like, hey, like, are you guys hiring at the time? And he was like, yeah, he was hiring. I asked how to put the application in. So when you put your application in, you just gotta go, I don't know, I think it's like footlocker.com or something like that. And I put in an application for like my area or whatever, like locally, my Footlocker. And then after that, I answered the questions, even though like I never had any like experience in retail, because I was coming from like Dunkin' Donuts and McDonald's. So like, but still, like, your customer service is still there. So let's just say you're coming from like fast food, you're still gonna have customer service experience. You're still gonna have serving the customers type of experience, even though it's not gonna be food, it's just gonna be like retail and store, like with shoes or whatever. So make sure you put that on there, even though like it's not retail. Some managers, they'll still be looking for you. Like my manager, he told me that he was gonna give me a shot because somebody gave him a shot for retail when he was coming from food. So like, y'all, don't be scared to say you ain't got like work experience in that type of field, because it's still work experience is work experience no matter where it's from. So they want to see that you got experience at least somehow. So I heard like if like your score was like not good enough, like when I say not good enough, I don't know, it's some type of score they're looking for, because it's going to be like a little quiz thing. If it's like not what they're looking for, then it won't even get sent, like your application won't even get sent to the manager, the Footlocker manager. It will not get sent to him or whatever, or her. So just answer it like, I ain't gonna say like don't answer it truthfully, but just like literally just put in like common sense stuff. Like when it asks you certain questions, like just put what they want to hear. Like, I ain't saying lie, but like put what they want to hear, bro. Like it's simple, it's common sense, it's real common sense. So after you do that quiz or whatever, I wasn't even worried about it. I write the application in, so boom. The next day, I think I gave it 2 days. I either gave it like a day or 2. I called back. You gotta be consistent too with this. So I called back, and then I let them know I put the application in. So then he said, okay, we're gonna go over it, yada yada yada, all that good stuff or whatever, and then we'll give you a call back if you meet our requirements or whatever. And also on the application, y'all, I had open availability, so I could work anytime, any date. Put open availability if you can. Now if you're in school, I mean, they might still want you, but I'm just saying in general, try to have the most open availability as possible. He called me back, so once they call you back, they're probably gonna say they want to schedule you for a phone interview. So I'm sorry, I'm trying to remember everything. So the phone interview will come up. So he'll be like, hey, can I call you on this day at such and such time? Are you available? Do not miss that phone interview, y'all. Like, I would just say, like, don't try to miss the phone interview, because sometimes managers don't got a lot of time on their hands to be really doing interviews over the phone and stuff. So if you can, don't miss it, bro. Like, just have your phone off, do not disturb when he give you that time. Just be ready to answer the questions. Simple questions. It wasn't really that long. It was like 10-15 minutes, if that. Over the phone interview, I think he just really asked me like about my experience and why he should hire me, that type of thing, that type of deal, for real. And y'all, I ain't even gonna lie, I was just kind of myself. Like, I was just, I think, oh yeah, he asked about my hobbies, that type of thing. So I was just myself, y'all. Just be yourself, but don't try to be too shy. Don't try to talk their head off. But like, don't try to be, actually, I mean, if you talk a lot and they might see that personality over the phone, or then they gonna wanna do like an in-person interview. So I mean, I didn't talk his head off, but like, I gave as best answers as I could. Like, don't just say like, I don't know, or something like that. Like, try to do your best as possible when you on the phone with them or whatever, because then that's gonna make them want to schedule you for the in-person interview if you ace the phone interview. So at the end of the phone interview, they should let you know if they like you or whatever. Like, okay, well, can you come in at such and such time, and we're gonna do an in-person interview after the phone interview, y'all. So we gonna get into the in-person interview. Okay, so for the in-person interview, they basically he pulled me like to the side, like, from everybody and stuff, and he was like, he asked me about sneaker culture and stuff like that. He's like, what does sneaker culture mean to you? I forget what the answer is. I don't remember, but he didn't really ask me much about like sneakers, but he did at the same time. He kind of like, okay, y'all, so it was more based upon the lines like, what's a shoe that you like? Are you really into shoes? Now, you don't have to be super into shoes for you to get like the job at Footlocker, or like, well, I'm just gonna say for Footlocker. I ain't gonna speak for no other shoe store. I know my basic shoes, like some Jordans and like Nikes, but I don't know them all off the top of my head. Like, to this day, I don't know them all off the top of my head. I've been working there for like 5-6 months. But y'all, like, just like I said, do your best. Honestly, just do your best. Come in there with confidence. Because they really ask you like most questions, like over the phone. So like when you get in person, they'll ask you more questions. But like I said, just be yourself. Have a good personality and stuff. So I'll tell y'all what I did wear to the interview. I wore a sweatshirt. It was a gray and pink. I wore some blue jeans and I wore some Forces. That's what I wore to my interview. I didn't dress too up. I didn't dress like, I was dressed real casual. All right, guys. So after the interview, your manager should call you back and should be like, okay, well, can we call you back in for like scheduling? You gotta give them your bank information if you want direct deposit and all that kind of good stuff. So you're gonna go back in, and that's another process. It's not really, at least you got the job by that time. My first day, I was just kind of like, what do I do? Because like, you don't really get trained at that job. Like, it's just kind of more like they tell you like your selling behaviors, all that good stuff. You just gotta get on the floor and just, you just gotta wing it. It's cool. Like I said, it's a real chill job, y'all. And if y'all have any other questions, like more in detail, because I really couldn't remember off the top of my head, just like telling y'all like this, please just comment down below if I missed the part, or if you want like any more details or something like more in depth about something. If you like put an application and you're like, oh, they never called me back, just like, I'm not saying annoy them, but just make sure you keep calling and keep checking on your application. Like, you just gotta keep calling, keep trying to keep it in check type of thing if you want to get hired there. Because it was easy to me, like I said, but a lot of people, they say it's hard getting in. So that's just what I did. Like I said, I was just myself. Said, tell them about your experience, like I said before. So you ain't gotta know every single thing about shoes, but like, I wouldn't be clueless, but like, you ain't gotta know every single shoe, every single brand. Like, I don't even know, like I said, all of that. Another tip I have is just, like I said, don't be scared to talk. Don't be, too shy, because you got to work with customers. So, like I said, just make sure you're putting your best foot forward, because, like, even my manager once said, like, he didn't hire nobody because she was too shy. Like, she didn't really talk. They need somebody with good personality. And for all that, they only hire good-looking people. I don't know if that's true or not, but I don't think that's totally true, but a lot of Footlocker employees I do see, like, boys, they is cute. So I mean, but yeah, y'all. Thanks for watching my tips on how to get hired at Footlocker 2021. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Go watch my other 2 Footlocker videos, and that gets also in depth. I have a vlog, and I also have a video about the pay and the pros and cons of working at Footlocker. Yeah, make sure you go check that out. I will catch y'all in my next video.